Episode of this damn old house featuring Jeff the Hammer Shellhammer. Okay, we're coming in a little late on this project. This is where the washer and dryer used to be. Walls have been removed. We're going to turn this into a shower room. Did this last weekend or the weekend before. You have to move some plumbing today. It's the old washer dryer hook. It's going to have to be turned around to the other wall. There's the tub to our bathroom. This window is going to stay. For now, anyhow, we may put an octagonal window in there. And we're going to put a door right here in front of that light. A nice big shower area. The trash we removed. I removed, I should say. Here will eventually be enclosed in the breezeway. This will become our mudroom laundry room. In the meantime, the laundry room's been moved back to the library. We'll go in and look at that in a moment. All this concrete's got to be removed this summer. It's been settling down over here, cracking. It's up against the house, dragging the boards down. What I got to do is get all this out of here. Bathroom here just isn't large enough to support a 3/4 bath. This old shower is going to be removed, knock these walls out, put a vanity back there. The toilet will stay where it's at. The vanity is going to go, and this will just be an open area. And once this and the new shower is done, perhaps we can start on the floor. This toilet is new. It was replaced about a month ago. We did get our carpeting installed this year, just before Christmas. There's the always present bogey. They still have to do baseboards, upstairs and downstairs. The dining room, we're fairly certain at this point we're going to do some hardwood flooring in here. In the kitchen, some type of tiling. The laundry room. This was our library. Moved PC downstairs. Still have our desk in here. And the new laundry room. Much nicer than it was. We have lots of room to work. But like I say, this is temporary until we can close the breezeway. Well, since we didn't have this camera when we started some of these projects, I just thought I'd explain a little bit here. What we've done over against that wall here is used to be a stove there in the old cupboards. This island I built. The stove started it all off. We just had our table in here with some old cupboards up along here, and just decided the kitchen wasn't large enough to support an eat-in table, so we did the island and eat most of our meals in the dining room now. The sink was in the same basic area here. The refrigerator was here. We open up that wall there into the dining room to try and make things appear a little bit more open and wrap the counters around. Put an extra wide lip on this counter here just to support our wine opener. The dining room area we didn't do much except finish up the opening from the kitchen on this side, and I put up these two half walls, give us a little bit more separation. room. There used to be a knick-knack shelf here. We removed that, opened it up, put a nice wood ledge on there, matched the half walls. I forgot to mention was after we did the half walls, we repaired some of the damage to the walls. My friend Al come over and we respackled the entire wall surface in the dining room, out here through the living room. This wall here had paneling on it. We pulled that down and it had been glued and made a mess out of the wall. So we patched the wall and respackled. Respackled this whole area here. And gave the ceiling a fresh coat of paint. Fresh coat of paint on the walls. And it's starting to almost look like a house. We'd eventually like to replace that door and reverse it so it opens from the other side, so that when it's open we can get some light into the living room. We're thinking about perhaps putting a closet in this wall here, stealing some space from Michael's bedroom. This is Michael's bedroom. This is perhaps the cleanest you will ever see it. It's our bedroom. Not the cleanest you'll ever see it. Laura did have her vanity set up in the library. What we did temporarily is move the computer table in here, move the mirror. She has a nice large dressing area. One of the main problems in this room is closet space. So all we have is a small closet. So eventually we may turn this closet into a little entertainment area with a TV and whatnot. And then going back over to this wall here, we'd like to go through this wall, make a 4 or 5 foot doorway where the mirror's at, and into the what is now the laundry room. Here into the laundry room through this closet. Maybe I'll probably close off this doorway, or perhaps leave it as an entrance out to the deck we want to build out there. Our existing bathroom. It's going to stay pretty much the same. The toilet will stay here. I'm going to update the vanity, put a new one in here. It'll be pretty much the same. Since we're going to have a large shower area, I think what we're going to do is just simply replace this tub with a nice jet tub or something like that. And then there's today's job. Simply cut the pipes, reverse the water supply. We're back in business. It don't look half bad from this side either. Except the hot and cold are reversed, but this is temporary anyhow. Another episode of this damn old house. Some of the noises stop. I guess I'll explain what we're doing here. You can see from the condition of this house, the cement slab that was in here was sinking, has been sinking for the last 5 years. It's ripped the boards off the house. The idiots that built this put sand and dirt right up against the boards of the house. Much less, the concrete wasn't a very good idea either. But I'm sure I've got rot all along here. Once we rip this section out too. And there's concrete under the concrete. There's another layer under this, in this area here. And we found some over here, and we found some over here. I don't know what I've got under there, or what the hell I'm going to wind up doing here. That was episode 3 of this goddamn old house. Jay and Mike worked the buns off again today. We rimmed the big jackhammer this time, and we still have another layer to go. What the clowns did was, original patio was all sunken. They just put some dirt over it and another layer of concrete. In this area here, we actually found like 4 layers of concrete at one point. Crisscross sidewalks from years gone by. Told companion Rin 1010. Don't be camera shy, Bo. Looks like something from the Iraqi War, huh? Now all we gotta do is haul all this shit out of here and then go down to the next level. More damage in the house. Sill plate's like completely gone. Not sure what I'm gonna do here, but we gotta figure out something. Mountains of rock. And here's the compressor unit for the jackhammer, but it sure did the job. That's 65 pounds of jackhammer, and that son of a gun really does the job hooked up to this big compressor. Faithful El Camino did the towing chores today. Layer here is to be like a step pad. Bogey back there hiding behind the rock pile. Hey, Bogue, what are you doing behind those rocks? And here's the men that did it all. Turn around and smile for the camera, Mike. And he's got to go swimming today, too. He took it kind of easy early on. Jay did most of the work, but Mike got interested later on, ran the jackhammer a little bit. There again, enjoying our weekends as usual. This is a story on the inside of the house. It's a sill plate that's rotted out. Fortunately, it's not really supporting any walls, it just provides a nailer. These floor joists are actually sitting on top of the concrete behind the sill plate here. This wall would have been a different story, as you can see from the way the joists are going. I cut a section out here just to see what I was in for. What I'm going to have to do is, first of all, get this mountain of concrete out of here. And then I'm just going to rip all this siding out of here. Take that window out, we don't need it. I may even do the first layer on the house, the underlayment, so I can re-insulate and do a better job. This is a real pretty sight, ain't it? Home projects you can do. Well, we're off to Iowa this weekend for a christening. I wanted to show you this masterpiece that Jay and Mike created before we took off. Needed something to contain Bogey. This is what Mike and Jay came up with. It's your basic roof. Well, it's Monday morning. We just got home from Iowa. Our flight got canceled due to mechanical problems. We wound up spending the night in a hotel. And this is what the boys accomplished this weekend. Even Lisa did some help. Hopefully this is the final layer of concrete. Let's see how thick some of these pieces are. So they had their work cut out for them this weekend. Did a nice job of filling in for now. There's another pile of concrete. These pieces. Wouldn't want to lift that. Well, hopefully this is the final saga in our concrete removal process. Jay and I took 2 loads to the dump already. Been digging out the stuff along the house that was pretty well buried in the dirt. As you can see, we went down quite a ways. This area here, where the original patio was at, or where it hadn't sunk too much, you can still see the line where the concrete was and how far down we had to go. And it was option there from my daughter. At least it's making arrangements for prom night. So anyhow, we're down about 18 inches. We had been sloped from the garage to the house from day one, I believe, because the concrete over here, the first layer, was about 8 inches thick and only about 4 inches towards the garage. And the area where she sunk, we're down 2 feet. Hey Paul, you ever been on TV?
No, I haven't.
Alright, this is the first. These guys are out here kicking ass. We're just about done. We missed the big truck, but remember it was just this morning we had all those mountains of concrete? It's gone. And here comes the lady with the goodies. Yes, we have to feed these boys. Well, here we are Sunday morning. The concrete is finally all gone. But the work's just begun. The last little bit is in the truck. You watched the whole thing. Didn't help a bit. Ain't that right, Bogue? Well, here's a fun episode in this damn old house. I finally got around to building the workbench I've wanted for 5 years. This is the famous Hammer 10-ton workbench. That's right, you can't break it. I probably won't be able to move it either. Double 2x4 construction on the legs, 2x6s, both the top surface and the shelf. And on the top we're going to do another 1/2 inch of plywood and finish that off with 1/8 inch of hardboard. Reinforcement back here for the 1x4 shelf that's going to sit behind the backboard here. All screwed in. Got 4 2x6s and a 2x4 on the top, giving us a 26 inch work surface. Got lucked out, and 4 2x6s fit perfect. Here we are again. Been doing a lot of work in the garage, getting it all organized. Brought the radial arm up from the basement. And the workbench is finished. Got my vise. Is all cleaned up, ready for our trip tomorrow. Thanks to Michael. Corvette's dirty. You want to buy a bike? Mike's trying to sell the Honda. And I'm going to give him the Yamaha for his birthday. Out to Kansas with us in the Camino. Get a little road experience. I asked Mike to trim back this hedge here because it was getting too close to the blue spruce. What I'm going to do. Here's what he did. That's trimmed all right, huh? A lot of progress out here, but I did get a gate installed.